Strawny for breakfast. The Mid-North Coast's Triple M.
Well, I didn't think we'd do it, you and I, but yet again we have made it to the end of another week, and aren't we happy about that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Do I hear a here from the Brekkie Show Parliament? Thank you. Okay, let's have a look at today, shall we? Mostly sunny, ripper day coming up. A little bit foggy early, as we know when it's foggy. It normally means the sun is coming out, up to about 24 today. The weekend, tomorrow sunny 26, Sunday 27. How about that? Sunrise officially 6:20 this morning. Major news stories of the day. Well, the good news is Aussie rescue missions are underway in Afghanistan. You'll hear more about that later on in the morning. The bad news is a record 681 cases in Sydney yesterday, most in Western Sydney. Cases in Penrith, Blacktown and Cumberland councils have doubled in the past week, while Fairfield, the area of most concern initially, only recorded a 19% rise. So that's good news. They're getting that under control in Fairfield. Good old Fairfield. In the NRL overnight, the Storm over the Titans 34-20, and leading NRL players, including Wade Graham, Damien Cook, Nathan Cleary and Ben Hunt, will front a vaccination campaign designed to get our lives back. Locally, lockdown extended for another week yesterday, as we heard at 11 o'clock in the Gladys Report. The health authorities yesterday reported there are no sites of concerns connected to the positive case in Kempsey. That is a great relief for the Macleay community and the greater Mid-North Coast community. Now also, North Coast Health are opening a pop-up COVID vaccination clinic at Kempsey Community Health in Polwood Street. Now that starts today, 10 o'clock till 3:45. They'll be offering AstraZeneca only. People need to bring their Medicare card and photo ID and will be vaccinated on a first-come, first-served basis. On the show today, we'll lighten it up for our Friday. No top three things to do around the coast at the weekend because there's nothing on. But we'll look at other things you can do, including walking. I'll talk more about that and these wonderful council interactive maps. In What's Trending, the story of a Canadian soldier getting done for lacing fellow soldiers' food with cannabis. In Strawny Leaks, all the latest entertainment goss, including the Block's Mitch and Mark, some nice goss about them, actually. And, of course, you can pick up 1,000 on the birthday wheel. And John Michael with all the Hollywood news also coming in. Let's go, folks. It is our favourite day of the week. Are you ready? I am. Let's go.
Strawny for breakfast.
You suck, you jackass.
Mid-North Coast's Triple M's Guide on Triple M, with everything happening on the Mid-North Coast.
Lockdown extended another week for us here on the Mid-North Coast. However, the good news is authorities yesterday reported there are no sites of concern connected to the positive COVID case in Kempsey, a relief for the Macleay community. Now, the Mid-North Coast Local Health District will open a pop-up walk-in COVID-19 vaccine clinic at the Kempsey Community Health Centre in Polwood Street tomorrow. Now, the clinic will be open 10 till 3:45 and will offer AstraZeneca vaccine only. People need to bring their Medicare card and photo ID and will be vaccinated on a first-come, first-in basis. The new drive-through clinic, though, in Kempsey at Riverside Park, that's operational again today. Other clinics on the Mid-North Coast are in Maxville at the hospital, Southwest Rocks at the Community Centre, Port Macquarie at the Regional Stadium. They've closed the one at Cat-Eye because they weren't getting enough traffic through it. And also, a reminder, the Port Macquarie COVID-19 vaccination clinic at the Port Base Hospital is moved to 35 Grant Street opposite the netball courts. Now, on a lighter side of things, if you're heading out for your exercise today and indeed over the weekend's looking good. Sunny and temps 26 to 27 degrees. It's like springtime. And a reminder, most of our local councils have interactive maps with walking trails and dog-friendly areas to explore. At Bingley, get a bonus digital prepaid MasterCard up to $400 with selected kitchen appliances. It's the perfect time to click and collect and upgrade. But hurry, for a limited time only. See bingley.com.au for details.
Check out the Locals Guide for the Mid-North Coast anytime on the Listener app for Bingley. Australian owned for over 60 years. Triple M.
Triple M's Fishing Best Bet.
Yeah, I'm going fishing in the morning. I'm going fishing all day. I'm going fishing, time to quit wishing. I'm going fishing today.
Oh, here he is. He's excited. It's our favourite day of the week. Bluey Waters, good morning.
Good morning, Strawny.
I'm sorry to say, Bluey, the northerly wind's going to be here again today. Although yesterday it didn't blow quite as hard as what we thought. How did we go fishing-wise?
Yeah, we did all right. We got a good session in the morning and in the afternoon. It got a little bit uncomfortable. It was still fishable, and we did quite well. Blackfish, number one species on the bite. Yes, good fish, up to about 40, 45 centimetres in size. A lot of throwbacks, of course, but a good day out in the water.
Okay, you got the top of the tide shortly at 7, but there's very little difference. It's only a 0.9 high today, Bluey, draining away to a low of 0.2 at 12:30. Northerly winds to 20 knots later. Where are we going to go and get a fish?
Yeah, I'm going to slip out to the breakwaters this morning. I've cut up a bit of fresh mullet, and I'm just going to try for a brim on mullet fillets. So I think we'll get a nice quality brim early, and we'll be home once that tide changes. Be lovely.
Be home to turn the air fryer on and do some chips, eh?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, good stuff. Of course, no fishing club news given the COVID situation we're in at the moment, but it looks like a beautiful weekend. Look, those northerly winds probably going to continue, Bluey, but Sunday, in the sunshine, we may reach up to 27 degrees. That makes you smile, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And if that swell drops off a little bit, the deep sea boys will get out, and especially that early morning session, and they should get amongst some good fish. I reckon there'll be some good snapper and kingfish out there, leather jackets, and some nice sand flathead. Okie
dokie. Good stuff. All right, now, because it's Friday, here we go. The Bluey Waters, TAB, and Sports Tab Best Bets. What have you got for us?
I'm crying in my beer right there. I can't pick a winner, but I'll keep going. Bluey Waters Sports Tab Best Bet. We're off to Randwick Saturday afternoon. Race 6, Horse 9, Latino Blend at 40 to 1.
Where did you get that one, Bluey? Just like the name of it, or you got some inside intel? What's going on there?
Can't reveal my sources. Sorry.
Okay. What about on the footy scene? Who do you think's a good bet this weekend?
Yeah, on the footy tab, we're off to Suncorp Stadium Sunday afternoon. The Broncos received 1.5 start against the Warriors. They won't need that.
Oh, he's going the Warriors. Oh, my goodness me. Now,
the Broncos.
Oh, no. Now, that salutes
the Bluey Waters Bottle-O Best Bet.
Yeah, going for a bit of quality and quantity in this one. The Bluey Waters Bottle-O Best Bet. We're off to BWS. We've got Tui's Extra Dry 30-pack cans at $54 a carton.
Oh, gee, what's that grog, Bluey?
$1 a grog. Oh,
I like that one.
Save all weekend. And as you know, if you don't like it in a can, tip it into a glass.
See, this. You should be a life coach, Bluey. One of your absolute best. Everybody, have a great weekend. Stay safe. Remember your mask if you're heading out. Enjoy your fishing. Enjoy the Bottle-O Best Bet. Good luck to the Tigers, Bluey. I'll talk to you on Monday.
Cheers.
Aw, Strawny.
Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Triple M and Strawny Fabricki and the great sound of the immortal Billy Joel. Can I call him immortal? I think he is. And you may be right, from Glass Houses. I just may be the lunatic you're looking for. Now, that's when songwriting was songwriting, eh?
Extra, extra, read all about it.
What the papers are saying, thanks to Chris and Fee at the Plaza and Clifton News Agencies.
Yes, let's have a look. They're going to be busy in the shop today because the Set for Life draw is on tonight. And that's the one I like. 20 grand a month for 20 years. Would I live long enough to spend all that? Gee, I'd like to try. Now, in the Telegraph today, their lead story is Sydney Golf Club swap tee times for beat travel rules. To beat travel rules, rather. Some of the best golf courses in Sydney and surrounds have struck a deal that lets their members play on in face of travel restrictions. Also, in the Sydney Morning Herald, their lead story, Sydney commuter numbers on the rise despite pleas to stay at home. Almost 90,000 extra trips were taken on Sydney's public transport on Wednesday compared to the same time last month. Whilst in the Australian, their lead story revealed New South Wales Freedom Plan for fully vaccinated. A proposal would see bars, restaurants and gyms reopen to fully inoculated vaccination people, reaching 70 once it reaches 70%. And those are the main news stories in the Nationals today. Thanks to Chris and Fee at the Plaza and Clifton News Agencies. Morning to them. They want to wish you all the very best for the weekend. And a big shout out to our paper throwers hurling the papers out onto the lawns this morning.
Strawny for breakfast.
You suck, you jackass.
Mid-North Coast's Triple M. Draw any leaks thanks to Southwest Rocks Country Club and Social Alley. Open 7 days a week. Come and play.
Now, if you want to catch some live music tonight, Prime Suspect play Club Foster. At Port City, they've got Lomanaka. Nambucca RSL have Terry Leonard. And at the Tap at Panthers, it's Dan Hopkins and Craig Atkins. Alan Carr's husband, Paul Drayton, has insisted that he sustained a black eye after he punched himself in the face during a drunken binge because he hates himself. Paul, who's 46, has been married to Alan, he's the chatty man, since 2018. And Barbara Streisand reveals Prince Charles sent her flowers and she would visit him at Highgrove House after affair claims. Oh, Babs.
They weren't like from a florist because they were from his gardens. And it's a different look, the flowers, when they're garden flowers, the real flowers. I said, if I played my cards right, I could have wound up being the first Jewish princess.
130N Performance now available with dual clutch transmission at Andrew Midiki Hyundai.
This is the Mid-North Coast's Triple M News.
Hello, Cherie Coleman here with your local briefing. From tomorrow, anyone heading to the Mid-North Coast from Sydney will need a permit. They'll also be required to get a COVID test and receive a negative result within the previous 7 days.
In my mind, this gives us greater protection. What we will do is look at that over the next period, week or two, and if we've got to strengthen that further, we will, and we may apply the permit system even harder across the board, but we'll give it a couple of weeks to play out.
Meantime, Kempsey residents will have an opportunity to get a COVID vaccine without the need for an appointment tomorrow with a pop-up clinic to open on Polwood Street. It'll be offering the AstraZeneca vaccine only between 10 a.m. and 3:45 p.m. at the Community Health Centre. Bring a Medicare card and photo ID. Vaccinations will be on a first-come, first-in basis. Meantime, young people in Port Macquarie and Coffs Harbour are again being advised to consult with their GP about their COVID vaccine options. It comes off the back of an announcement from the federal government that it'll open up access to the Pfizer vaccine for those aged between 16 and 39 from August 30. Bookings for those are expected to come online next week. The Royal Australian College of General Practitioners reminding us in the meantime, we can also consult with our GP about getting AstraZeneca, which is available now, rather than waiting for Pfizer. And a reminder, there's government support available for anyone on the Mid-North Coast that's lost income due to the lockdown. Since July 1, Services Australia has handed out over 2.2 million claims and more than $3 billion. Regional and rural areas across the state will be able to claim from this Sunday. Taking a look at sport, Community Rugby League competitions are starting to get scrapped across the state, but there's no word yet on if that will happen here on the Mid-North Coast. New South Wales Rugby League has cancelled Central Coast, Illawarra and Group 7 competitions due to the ongoing COVID crisis. But there is still hope our local competitions will go ahead, with the extended lockdown due to end in just over a week.
Hi there, Madeline Larson with the National News Briefing. National Cabinet meets today with the country's COVID vaccination drive expected to be discussed. While it's understood the situation in Kabul and rescue operation for Australians and Afghan workers will also be on the agenda. The first flight from Dubai has landed in Perth this morning with 90 people on board. Both state and federal governments are providing assistance. A proposal has been made to allow greater freedoms for the fully vaccinated in New South Wales once vaccinations reach 70%. According to the Australian, state ministers have put together a plan to open bars, restaurants and gyms to those who've received both doses. Welfare groups are holding their breath ahead of next month's unemployment figures. The July job rate fell to numbers not seen since 2008. However, there's fears it will blow out in the August figures when the effects of lockdowns across the country factor in. While Simone Casey from the Australian Council of Social Services says there's still people who cannot get financial help.
The disaster payment's been doing its job. It's been keeping people connected to those jobs. we're concerned that there's still 900,000 people who are looking for work who are not able to get the disaster payments.
And late Australian music legend and record label founder Michael Gudinski will be honoured by Ed Sheeran, the English star dedicating his latest album Equals to his mentor and mate who passed away at age 68 in March.
Trust Right at Home to care for your loved ones when you can't. With quality, reliable disability support and home care for seniors, visit rightathome.com.au.
In NRL, Melbourne Storm equalled some history in last night's 34-20 win over Gold Coast. Storm stand alongside the 1975 Roosters with the longest winning streak, peeling off 19 in a row. Coach Craig Bellamy says it was never a goal of theirs, but it's still a special achievement.
We didn't put a whole heap of energy into it. To be quite honest, I'm really proud of this group for being able to win 19 in a row. That's hard to do.
Tonight, it's the Raiders and Manly before the Panthers and Bunnies.
Triple M's beach and surf conditions. Thanks to Longboard Landscaping. Unique designs to create your ideal backyard getaway.
Wave height on those open beaches, you're looking around waist high. Protected corners are a lot smaller. You've probably got around 6 to maybe 12 inches of waves. That's super tiny. Great for the micro grommets or more mature longboarders. Water temperature still hovering around that beautiful 18, 19 degrees. And with that low tide around today at 10, 11 o'clock, I'd wait till that low tide comes. Hopefully you'll pick up a bit more swell and get out there and make the most of it. Catch you in the surf.
Triple M in Australia today, coming up after 9 with the great Steve Price in These Arms, Bon Jovi, also Queen, I Want to Break Free. It is our favourite day of the week, the sun is shining, and what a weekend we've got coming up too. A little bit cloudy tomorrow, up to 26, Sunday sunny and up to 27 degrees. It does look fantastic. Of course, Triple M rocks footy coverage from 6 to 9 on the M's of the Raiders and the Seagulls. And then it's the Panthers and the Rabbitohs. What a game that's going to be. And, of course, with the Listener app, you can take the footy with you wherever you go. Locally, as you heard with Cherie, they still haven't made a decision on what they're going to do with rugby league. Some of the other country rugby league, of course, competitions have been canned for the year. No decision has been made yet on what they're going to do with groups 2 and 3. Of course, in the rugby, the Vikings, in the first week of the finals, they win their game. They host the grand final, but the second game was supposed to be on this weekend. It ain't going to be happening. We still wait to see what they're going to do with the rugby union as well. Yeah, 133353, the number back. Triple M and Strotty Fabrecki, brought to you by the Port City Bowling Club. Closed while lockdown's on. Obviously, they'll be back bigger and better, though, afterwards. Drift upstairs now, you beauty. Smash Mouth there and I'm a Believer, 7:25. What a glorious morning. Going to be a great weekend too with lots of sunshine and up to about 27 degrees on the Sunday. Of course, one of the ways you can while away your time here on the beautiful Mid-North Coast while you're doing nothing at home would be, of course, grabbing a great book. And I've got to say, I just finished, I couldn't put it down, a really good Aussie one. Now, the bloke's name is Matt Nable. Now, he did play a bit of rugby league. He's an actor, and boy, can he tell a story. If you like stories about Australia, particularly this one's set in Darwin in the early 60s, you'll love his new book out called Still. As I said, I couldn't put it down. If you love a good thriller set in Australia, in Darwin, grab it. It is a beauty. It's called Still, Matt Nable. It's a very, very good read. Marina with a Mid-North Coast traffic update, and then we'll go to what's trending now. I couldn't make... Look, we search for weird and wonderful stories in what's trending, and they're the type of stories you'll see on the news tonight, or Mick Malloy talking about Clown of the Week, some of the stories that we cover he gives to these people. This next one concerns a woman in the military in Canada who's just been convicted of giving fellow soldiers cannabis in her cookies. What's it all about? It's a fair income case. Details next. You might see it on the news tonight.
What's trending on Triple M for Hakuna Homes? It means no worries, and that's what you get with Hakuna Homes.
How about this story? And again, it'll probably feature on the news tonight. A Canadian soldier accused of drugging comrades with cannabis-laced cupcakes during a live fire training exercise has been found guilty by a military judge. Cassandra Cogswell was convicted on 8 counts of administering a noxious substance and 1 count of behaving in a disgraceful manner. I never knew there was a charge for that. The case marks the first time in Canada that a soldier had been found guilty of administering cannabis to colleagues without their consent. I'll also bet this lady watched Cheech and Chong movies as a kid.
Hey, man. Am I driving okay? I think we're parked, man.
What's trending on Triple M for Hakuna Homes? It means no worries, and that's what you get with Hakuna Homes. Triple M's Entertainment Report with John Michael Housen.
Morning, John Michael.
Good morning from a raining Melbourne, Mark.
Okay. Well, we're going to be nice and warm this weekend, which is good news for everybody concerned. Now, one of the greatest names in the entertainment industry is Tony Bennett. We know he's having trouble, I think, with Alzheimer's. He's going to retire at 94.
Well, his son has said, he's retiring now at 94 in the sense that he will never do live performances again, although he may go into the recording studio. Now, his last live concert was with Lady Gaga, which was a sellout. And, of course, he recorded with Lady Gaga. But he's had a wonderful run. And, of course, we'll always remember I Left My Heart in San Francisco, which was sung at a time when San Francisco, unlike now, was really a wonderful place. What a hit that was. I mean, amazing hit. And he joins a long list of wonderful Italian-American crooners. I mean, starting with Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and Perry Como and Al Martino and Vic Damone, and they go on a list of wonderful, you'd say, the music of the 40s, the 50s and the 60s. They were a whole gang of them that were just absolutely wonderful singers, and Tony is part of that legendary group of Italian-American crooners.
Yep, you've got to say, John Michael, as you talk about San Francisco, any tour bus that ever goes out, and when they take people across the bridge, they still put that song on.
Oh, I know, it plays all the drives you mad. It's like in Brazil, everywhere you go in Brazil, they play not Rio, but they play Lovers in the Air. You know, the John Paul, he must have made millions residuals, old youngie,
Good on him, the great JPY. Also, John Michael, Hugh Jackman's new movie, Reminiscence, it's a sci-fi detective?
Yes, he says he doesn't want to do, he's been offered a lot of money to do an X-Men film again, and he said, no, that's over now, I don't want to do that anymore, and he's due to do a revival of The Music Man on Broadway next year if they ever open Broadway again. But he's going to be. I would certainly get in the queue for him to see him do that. Now he's got this movie coming out called Reminiscence, and we can only describe it as a sci-fi private eye show because what it has, he has invented a system. I mean, I love this sort of stuff. He's invented a system where he can probe into people's brains and the images in the brains become holographs. And he can see, by probing into their brains, what they're guilty of or what they're not guilty of. That's the basic outline. But anyway, it's not a singing and dancing role, which of course we know he did. The movie did The Greatest Showman, made tens of millions of dollars. It was a very, very popular musical and movie. And as I said, he's set to do, I hope they do it soon. He said one of the things that he said about not doing X-Men again, he said there comes a time where you really can't do all those action pictures and do them justice. So that's what why he's bowing out of X-Men.
Okay, now also, well, you wonder how this will ever get onto screens. The documentary, The Secrets of the Playboy Mansion, Hugh's dead now. They will have some interesting people coming forward for this one.
Well, yes, they have. They've got people who, even the guys that worked in the gardens. I remember driving past the Playboy Mansion quite a lot. It was steeped in mystery and wonder what goes on behind those gates. But anyway, girls that were Playboy bunnies, people that were maids and cleaners and cooks, people that worked in the garden, people who actually worked on Playboy magazine. They've got together lots and lots of people, and of course there's a lot of film footage that they can use because so many of the parties and the carries-on were actually videotaped. So they have a lot of stuff that they can draw on for this documentary about the Playboy Mansion. And I have no doubt it will be successful because there's still a curiosity about the Hugh Hefner empire.
Yeah, for sure. Now, John Michael, refresh my memory. I'm trying to remember. I know it's in Bel Air. Was it next to Aaron Spelling's house?
About 3 doors down.
3 doors down, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
All the tour buses that stop out the front.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was a traffic jam. Because Aaron Spelling's house was a tourist attraction too.
Yeah, it was huge.
Massive. And then down the road was Hugh's place, which was sort of a dark Tudor-looking type of house, you know. And I never went through the gate, but I was at some events in Los Angeles on several occasions where Hugh was there in his black pajamas and his slippers, surrounded by Playboy girls in what we used to call nin-on over nothing, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure.
And he'd be up dancing and whatever. And I think at the time he was into his 80s. I used to think he really should be at home, sitting in a wingback chair by the fire and having a cup of cocoa.
No, not here. Unbelievable. All right, mate. Thank you for that. You have a great week, and we'll talk to you same time next week.
See you.
Triple M and Strotty Fabricki and a little In Excess to kick us off for our Friday. That is a bad pun. I know it, but it's a great song. There you go. 12 past 8, the sun's shining, beautiful sunshine right across the day today, and up to about, 24, maybe 25. We might get to 27 degrees on the Sunday. Plenty happening around the place. We are in lockdown, as we know, but we are lucky we live in this beautiful part of the coast where we're out having a walk either around the hinterland or at the beach. It just looks fantastic. Ross from Foster, g'day, Strawny, just letting you know I'm getting my first jab this morning. Hopefully it'll be a good, safe start to September. Yeah, I hope it is for you too, Ross. Everyone's different, but I didn't have any reaction to it. I know others that were affected for a day or a couple of days, but then came back really good. But good to know you're getting jabbed, Roscoe. And interesting, as you've heard with Cherie this morning, the Mid-North Coast Local Area Health District is opening a pop-up walk-in COVID-19 vaccine clinic in Kempsey's Community Health Centre in Polwood Street tomorrow. It starts at 10, and I know Cherie told us we've got to bring our Medicare card and our photo ID, and you'll be done on a first-in, first-served basis for AstraZeneca there tomorrow. Good on you, Ross. Good luck. And I don't like the way they call it jabs, like a jab. I'm going to have a jab. Sounds like you're in a back alley in the Cross. It's a vaccine. Good luck. Yeah, I've got mine too. I'm done, and I am very happy about it, let me tell you. Time for the wheel.
Triple M birthday wheel. For 40 wings, Port Macquarie.
So come and see the team at Port Home Zone 40 Wings. Serious about sleep.
As we are about trying to give away the money on a Friday, and we go to the beautiful Macleay Valley and say a very good morning to Noel in Kempsey. G'day, Noel. What are you up to today, champ?
Yeah, morning, Strawny. Working hard out here at Kempsey Airport, mate.
Out at the airport. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, which one are you actually at now? I know there's a couple. There's Aldervilla and there's another smaller one too, isn't there?
No, I'm out at Aldervilla, mate.
You're out at Aldervilla, okie dokie.
Yeah.
And
on the splash, they're doing the sides of the runways.
Are you doing the sides of the runway? Well, the other bloke, I just figured his name. He's a funny bloke. He has people come in. He's got to shoo the cows off the runway at Jerseyville, I think he is. But
yeah, it's a bit like us here. We've got to shoot the roos off before the air ambulances land.
Isn't it great living in Australia? Good on you, mate. Well, you're doing a great job, and we appreciate your efforts there to keep things nice and safe for the planes landing. All right, now, come on, Noel. Channel the positive vibes, mate. What number are we looking for you on the wheel for 1,000?
Look, I haven't heard number 29 come up for quite a long time, so I'm going for 29.
All right, buddy. 29, away we go. The wheel is going around. It's going around. It goes around, but it's not going to keep going around, Noel. I hope number 12 is not another big number in your family. Oh, dear, what is going on?
Well.
Tell you what, there was no money there in that one. But I tell you what, Noel, I can't give you the cash, but I can whack you in the draw end of the month, which is only a matter of days away, to win the next Easy Burn Fire Pit from Bennett Steel. Gee, they look fantastic. The laser cutting they do in these, when they light up, they look amazing. And you can get your own ones if you want to have them personalised. But you're in the running to win one of those, Noel. You can take them camping or even set it up by the side of the runway there in Aldervilla. I don't know. You're in the running to win it. All the best, Noel. Thanks for the call, buddy.
Thanks, Stormy. Have a good day.
Okay, mate. Isn't it amazing, the people's jobs and what they've got to do? He's shooing the roos off the runway while he's slashing there as well. Good on you, Noel. Now, other birthdays today. Now, I do know there's a very special birthday going out to a very special lady who I know today. And Madge Clark is turning 90 today. Oh, Madge! I know you're going to have a lovely day today and you're going to be spoilt. Love comes from all your family and friends, especially the Tari Bingo ladies. And there was a lovely lunch planned for Madge today. Obviously, that can't happen given the COVID rules that we're all living in at the moment. But as soon as they can, everybody's going to put a big wing ding on for you, Madge. And, let's all look forward to that. But you enjoy the day today. Good on you, Madge. Now, Madge, did you know you're sharing your birthday with Brett Finch, the footballer, Demi Lovato, and also Margaret Whitlam shares her birthday with Madge. Have a great day, Madge. We love you. All the best here from everyone at Triple M as well. 17 past 8.
Strawny for breakfast. The Mid-North Coast, Triple M.
What's happening in the world of these Flower Hotel Group? Well, as you could imagine, it is COVID times in which we live, but they are adapting with a great takeaway service. We're going to talk about that soon, and where you can get a squealer. I'll explain it all soon. G'day, Alistair.
Yes, morning, Strawny. How are you, mate?
Terrific. We know it's really tough times for those people in hospitality, but you're going to get through it because people love their sets and they love the friendly Fernie. And I tell you what, the chicken wings... Yeah, who's going to get the hot one? We know that's really popular, but tell us about when we can pick them up.
Yeah, what we're doing, mate, we're doing the takeaway chicken wings, the schnitzels, the ribs. We've got a select menu there for settlers, and we're doing it every evening, so 5 o'clock to 7:30, and you can just go in and order that at the pub as per normal. But we also do have an online, so you can order it in the car park if you like, or you can order it from the lounge just through our social media or our website. And then what we do when it's ready, we'll give you a text message. So your phone becomes like one of the bistro buzzers, so to speak, and you can know just to pop in and grab it when it's ready.
Now, I was trying to explain to Maroon, he doesn't get it, about squealers and growlers. Now, they're back on the menu, but we're just squealing at the moment. Can you explain that to everybody?
Yeah, we've got an excess of squealers from last time we went into lockdown. So the squealers are about just under a litre. So it's about, well, let's call it just over 2 schooners is another way of doing it. So you can go in there, and the Fernhill Tavern are doing this, so that's nice and direct out of their bottle shop, or you can come into Settlers throughout dinner service and pick up your favourite draft beer. So we've got plenty of beer in the keg, so this is a good way to get to take it home and get your chicken wings and your squealers and watch the footy from your lounge room. Yeah,
I know the frugal fella is so impressed because he loves getting his rashes in his squealer.
Well, that's right. So we're doing it. We're doing it at a pretty sharp price at Fernie in particular, but both places. Fernie in particular, mate, it's happy hour basically at all times at the Fernie. Yeah.
Good on you, mate. We're thinking about you guys and the staff doing a great job. The wings, the legendary schnitties and the squealers are all there. All the best, Alistair.
Yeah, thanks, Strawny, and stay safe, everyone, and get vaccinated.
Triple M and Strawny for Brekkie winding up what has been a very busy day and indeed a very, very busy week. Thanks so much for your company. That was Jet from Get Born, that fabulous album where you just have to turn it up very, very loud. And Are You Gonna Be My Girl? Hey, if you're heading out for a fish today...
Yeah, I'm going to slip out to the breakwaters this morning. I've cut up a bit of fresh mullet, and I'm just going to try for a brim on mullet to it. So I think we'll get a nice quality brim early, and we'll be home once that tide changes.
Good on you, Bluey. That's his tip for the day today. Enjoy your outdoor activities. Stay safe, everybody. Keep your mask with you. Stand by. Steve Price after 9. Back Monday, and I'm going to give you the chance to win a solar system worth $5,500. Woo, have a great weekend.
The best of each day.